Okay, welcome back to Air Job Boss TV. I am the Air Job Boss, where I help you prepare for your next airline interview. Today we're going to take another excerpt, general practice out of the Flight Crew Job Search Handbook offered by Air Job Boss, and we're going to go over this, networking. Networking is so important because this is how you're going to gain the knowledge that you can walk into an airline interview and demonstrate that you know very well their company culture. You have made a conscientious and intellectual decision to work there, and you have prioritized that airline over every other airline based on what you have found out from your pilot network. So it's not only important to network to actually get an interview, but it's vitally important that you network so that when you go into the interview, you're knowledgeable about that company. Because if you're knowledgeable about that company, they will think that you've made an informed decision to work at that company. And if they should hire you, you will work there forever and be a great employee. So here's some of the things I recommend for networking. Number one, you have to make a contact log. You have to basically, when you get a contact at an airline that you want to communicate with regularly, you need to write it down or type it out or enter it into a filing system so that you can keep track. You should really be collecting people that you can ask about their airline, tell them about your progress, and ask them for any type of assistance that they can give you in either getting an interview or actually answering the specific questions. So, how do you network? Where do you get your network connections? Obviously, if you have friends or family already in the airline business, communicate with them regularly. Make a log sheet of that communication, what they're doing, how to communicate with them, when the last time you communicate with them was, what subjects were talked about, and things about their life, so you can ask them about things about their life to make them know that you're not only interested in your own benefit, but also what you can do for them if the need should arise that they need your assistance in some way. Okay? If you don't have immediate family and friends in the business, here's my number one location for getting contacts: at job fairs. Many organizations and even airlines themselves hold job fairs. These are the people on the front line of the hiring department, and you need to get their contact information should you have any questions in the future. And it's very simple. After talking to them for a brief time before the conversation ends, simply ask them, do you mind if I get your contact in the event that I should have more questions in the future? Those people at the air shows are specifically there for that purpose, is communicating to possible applicants. So they're interested in you as well to communicate with them because they are very anxious to find well-qualified individuals that would make great airline pilots for their company. So simply ask them at job fairs. Also at air shows. Nowadays, in 2021, 22, 23, you're going to find airlines are attending and being vendors at air shows to promote their airline and their hiring department specifically. And they will be looking for applicants at those air shows. Again, these people are actively looking, and they're actually actively involved in the hiring processes, and they're going to be the best people for communication as to what is expected on the next interview. And you might just email them the next time you have an interview and say, I'm coming in for an interview on this date. I would like to know if there's anything significant that I could do to improve my chances of being successful in getting a job at your company. And they might exactly tell you, don't do this, do this, prepare for this, this is new, this is how people fail, these are the things that people do wrong, these are the things that people do right. Because they really want to have a well-prepared person coming to the interview because they want to hire you. So they don't want to see reasons why not to hire you. So they're just going to come out and tell you what not to do and what to do, very likely. Okay? It's very competitive out there, so they themselves will assist in preparing you. Another thing, professional organizations. There are many professional organizations where they either focus on a certain type of person, a certain experience level, or a certain political promotion, like AOPA is for general aviation. You have FAPA. You've got all kinds. You've got the 99s, I think, for women's aviation. Contact these organizations and just get in touch with them and build a relationship with them. If they have an event that you can attend and basically network through them, because they will know not only individuals that already work there in their membership, but they will also know the executives at those memberships, and they will know places, for example, for scholarships or free assistance in preparation for your interview, maybe even have a little counselor, mock interviews, and so forth. So those are some good areas to get networking. You have to be networking. I would suggest you meet 1 or 2 people a month and add them to your list so that you have probably 3 dependable network connections on every target airline. So if you have 5 target airlines or 7 target airlines, you need 15 to 21 contacts, 3 at each airline. Now, obviously, the higher up in the hierarchy of that corporation, the more important that person's input is. The closer to the human resources department that individual is, the more important they are in the aspects of helping you out. Don't forget, my final point is you need to help them in some way. So one thing that helps your networking partners is they have helped you and you're appreciative of that help. So thanking them, sending them a thank you card, writing them a letter, and of course asking them, if there's anything I can ever do for you, please contact me. Okay? That's basically, you can learn a lot more in my handbook. You can click the link below at airjobboss.com to find out how AirJobBoss helps you prepare for your next airline interview. Until the next video, thank you. We'll see you soon.